packs are ready to go. Our big goal of incorporating a backpack trip into our Truck Camper Summer 2020 travels. This required a preliminary packing weeks earlier and carting them around in our Jeep for a few weeks. We eventually arrived in Red Lodge, Montana in late July, and after a few days, we were ready to set out.
Right back.
You gonna show us? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay.
The plan was to take it slow and lake hop as we hiked up the Lake Fork Trail, then go up and over the Sundance Pass, with the last day returning along the West Fork Trail. Based on all trails routing, the total trip was 20.52 miles with a 43.41 foot elevation gain. We spent 4 nights out, which gave us plenty of time to relax and not exhaust ourselves. We are a little old, after all. Our first day's trek was up to Lost Lake. We had great weather for day 1. The elevation gain was very gradual and the trail, although rocky, was not difficult. Total mileage logged was just under 5 miles and 13.41 foot elevation gain. Broadwater Lake is a popular stopping point, and camp for the night is now less than a mile away. Visiting Lost Lake reminds us of the dramatic wind power that can sweep through these Beartooth mountains. Trees were toppled and stacked like matchsticks all around the lake's edge. We did encounter one equipment failure. At some point during the day's hike, the fuel pump broke, rendering the camp stove useless. Dinner ended up being cooked over a wood fire. Day 2 was the easiest hike of the trip, although not the shortest. We did travel 2.85 miles, but only gained 440 feet. We enjoyed a colorful meadow, and the flower show continued over the rest of the trip. There's something about a simple flower blooming in the forest that just feeds my soul. Day 3 is the start of our 2-day ascent to the pass. This was a short mileage day at just under 2 miles, nearly all uphill. We definitely enjoyed our pace and being able to break up the climb over 2 days. It was both satisfying and cool to see the multiple lakes below us as we continued our climb. 3-hours hike turned out to be the most brutal. We hiked over 3 miles with 1,257-foot elevation gain. Although going up was slow for me, the going down was much harder on both of us. There are a total of 56 switchbacks before you get to the bridge crossing the West Fork.
There it is. The pass and the last push-up coming up. Filling up our water bottles in this nice big stream.
There she is, Miss America.
The switchbacks up to the pass varied from 7% to 27% grade, so we took our time. 11,038 feet was our recorded top elevation, and the view down to the West Fork was amazing. We enjoyed lunch and a squirrel's company before heading down. Now for the brutal portion, heading down. The grade down was steep and varied from the teens to over 40% in a couple of spots. With 56 switchbacks and much of the trail covered in rock slide, my tootsies were not happy by the time we found our campsite for the night.
Trees, and you can see some of the switchbacks over here in this green part, and it was up over behind the rocky, and there's the pass.
It's the last day and we have a steady 7.64 mile descent of about 1,600 feet. Very gradual yet quick trek, which should have been easier than it was. I had acquired a blister on my left big toe and was managing until about the last 2 miles. That is when the right big toe started screaming with its own blister. We hope to incorporate an annual backpacking trek into our truck camper travels. Our road trip 2020 continues for a few more weeks, then we'll be returning home to finish the new camper build. Good luck with your own exploring, and thanks for watching.